Arg! My name's Rick, and tonight we're talking about the Oscars 2013.
I'm Hugh. Hi. Hi. My name's Hugh. Hi.
And he's my guest, or something like that, or my partner in crime.
I don't
Depends
even
on the
care.
work on it. We're like together on this endeavor.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
all about perspective.
yeah.
Perspective.
Ah, my eye. Okay, so we're gonna start off with visual effects. Move on up, but first, I'm gonna talk about what I'm drinking tonight. It's fucking good. Tonight I'm drinking Tito's vodka. It's from Austin, Texas, and I'm
Whoop whoop.
currently having them in screwdrivers, which I'm drinking here. The orange juice I'm drinking out of, Minute Maid Original, because it's the best, bitch. All right. Hugh, what are you drinking? Tell them.
I am drinking some horrible vodka by the company called Stolichnaya. Stolichnaya. It is raspberry flavored. It tastes like liquid medicine, but like 100 times worse.
I do love.
I mean, at least it gets you drunk. That's it. And I am mixing that with some Gatorade. It is classic lemon lime. Because I'm classy, I guess. Because I have a monocle. Back to you, Rick.
All right. Well, tonight we're going to start a conversation with visual effects. And let's talk about the categories. So we got The Hobbit, Life of Pi, Marvel The Avengers, Prometheus, and Snow White and the Huntsman. Now,
Look at this shit.
who do you think should win this category?
We're going visual effects first, right, Rick?
Yes, we are.
Well, I can already tell which one you're going to pick, but let me see. I would have to go, seeing as I've only seen 3 of the movies in this category, The Hobbit. I'll have to say The Hobbit.
The Hobbit?
Yes.
Seriously? I mean, Frodo's not even in the film. Like,
I'm not obsessed with Frodo, Rick. As much as you pester me about my Frodo obsession,
Are you
I'm
just
not
calling me
that
by-
obsessed with it.
Okay. You're being so formal about it. Is it because of the monocle and the mustache?
The monocle and the mustache. I'm getting in the theme of this year's Oscars, if you haven't noticed.
Well, you're doing a damn good job, sir.
Thank you. I like your pirate patch.
Thank you. I worked on it. It was hard and difficult. Okay. Next.
It looks like it's floating in front of your face.
It kind of is a little. Oh shit. Anyways, my pick for visual effects this year would actually have to go for Life of Pi because I felt like the cinematography was great. I know a lot of people were probably thinking The Avengers, and The Avengers was great. I saw Prometheus, wasn't too crazy about the movie entirety, in all of its entirety, and some of the visual effects didn't make sense to me. Although the ending was kind of cool, sort of, I guess, even though it didn't really make much sense, but that's what you get from the writer of Lost.
Oh, he wrote that?
Yeah, Damon Lindelof.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
You would think Ridley Scott would have a brain and not, hire that guy. But
He doesn't.
I love Ridley Scott, but come on, man. It's like, where's your career going? But
I'm just kidding, Ridley. I think you have a brain. You probably do.
you hopefully do. I mean, that's how you function and live.
I don't know. Maybe he's a cyborg. I'm not sure.
Maybe, or Prometheus.
Okay,
but-
can I take back my vote for this category? Because
Okay, what would you take it?
your testimony moved me, Rick. It moved me in my heartstrings.
That's weird.
And I will have to agree with you with Life of Pi.
Life of Pi.
Life of Pi was not my favorite movie of the year, but it was a great movie, nonetheless.
Definitely thought it was underrated. I felt like it got kind of got elbowed out of the November movie race, especially with Silver Lining Playbooks coming in and being a sleeper hit as it was, and
Yes.
The Hobbit obviously coming onto the scene.
Right.
So I really think that Life of Pi was great. I know obviously The Hobbit didn't come out at the same time, but a lot of people were having that expectation of that versus whatever. So,
Indeed.
anyways, let's move on to writing, adaptive screenplay, and we'll just also do original screenplay, and we'll just take that out in one loop because let's be honest, writing, and don't get me wrong, writing's important and all. It's just
Oh, I'm invested in this category, Rick.
okay.
Not to burst your bubble.
Kind of embarrassed.
I'm getting like really red, actually. It's weird.
I don't know. It's like,
I'm sorry.
it's like a cherry that I like to taste. Anyways.
We'll move on from that. Yeah, let's just go quickly over writing. What do you think about adapted screenplay, Rick?
All right, so the adapted screenplays are Argo, Beasts of the Southern Wild, Life of Pi, Lincoln, and Silver Lining Playbook. For original screenplay, it's Amour.
Amour.
I probably said it wrong, but that's okay. I'm slightly retarded, but I'm learning English, don't worry. Django Unchained, Flight, Moonrise Kingdom, and Zero Dark 30. So
that's 3-0, people. 3-0.
That's a lot. But for writing, what do you think should win this? For let's go with adapted, and then we'll go original. So just name them off, like bam bam.
Well, adapted screenplay, I would have to say, man, it's a pretty even match between Argo and Silver Linings Playbook for me. If I had to choose one of the two, it would probably be Silver Linings Playbook for me. Let's see, writing original screenplay, Moonrise Kingdom, hands down. I've seen that movie 5 times now, and it's definitely the first time I didn't actually like it that much the first time I saw it, but it's just a great movie. It's kind of dry humor. It's a very classic Wes Anderson film, and I recommend it to anyone who likes life and happiness. Back to you, Rick.
Well, I certainly don't.
People
like
are going to think I'm a huge dick after this.
You are, but don't you know that already? Like, come on. Well, okay, for adaptive screenplay, I'm going to have to actually go with, as far as adaptive goes, I'm going to take it... man, that's a good one. I'll have to go with, I'll go with Argo. I actually feel like Argo was gypped from a lot of categories this year. I thought it was a very good movie, and it actually felt, I don't know, it just felt like it lost a lot of potential. So, yeah, for adapted, Argo, and then for writing, original screenplay, I would go with Django Unchained. Django Unchained for me was a great film. I'm a nut about Quentin Tarantino, so there you go. I'm a little biased, I guess, in that sense. But I mean, when you compare it to the other ones, I didn't see the first one. I saw Flight, and it was hilarious half the time because it was just so bad with the heroin chick or whatever. And then Moonrise Kingdom, I didn't see, but
It's fantastic.
I heard mixed things about it. And I love Zero Dark 30, but we'll get on to that. I really felt like Django Unchained was the best original screenwrite or whatever. All right, next one.
Sure. Sound editing. What do you think?
Let's do sound editing. Argo, Django Unchained, Life of Pi, Skyfall, Zero Dark 30. You know what? I want to hear what you have to say. What do you think?
I honestly think that it's... Django Unchained's sound editing was actually pretty great. I wasn't a fan of the film by any stretch of the imagination, but the sound editing was pretty good. But Skyfall's sound editing was actually pretty good as well. Uh, so because Skyfall has not been nominated for that many categories, I would give it to Skyfall.
You know, I'm gonna have to surprise everyone here. I thought Django Unchained's sound editing was great, and don't get me wrong, but I'm actually gonna give it to Argo, and this is why. Argo, most of the movie was actually very dialogue based. If you think about it, there were sequences full of suspense, but that suspense would have never really happened without the music really showing that tone. I felt like it was very subtle, and a lot of the sound effects that happened and occurred in it were very subtle to the point that you were paying attention to the action so much that every time you felt like something was about to happen, the suspense was about to snap at any moment. That music really set the tone. I really like Django Unchained. Don't get me wrong, Skyfall was good too, but I can't give it to Skyfall off the basis of that. I think Skyfall has many great chances, but I really think that Argo did a great job in that department, and it's one of the underdogs too in that sense because nobody really thought about the sound editing. But again, it's my pick. We can go on to sound mixing. So sound mixing, it's Argo, Les Miserables, Life of Pi, Lincoln, and Skyfall. Would you like to go first? You?
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna have to stick with my sound editing option with Skyfall.
Skyfall.
Yeah. I can't say that I was severely impressed by Argo or Les Mis. I have not seen Lincoln, so I can't really talk about that.
I did see Lincoln, but for me, I felt like the sound mixing was just... It wasn't the notable part of Lincoln. It's not what made Lincoln great. If I had to choose, Les Miserables. And the reason is because of the special effects that they added into it with the whole, singing naturally and stuff. They did it based off of an opera stance. So even if you hate Les Miserables, you've got to give it some credit here. That was a very cool idea, and I would like to see it in other movies, but executed much better than maybe Les Miserables.
Bad.
And again, in a later episode, we could certainly talk about Les Miserables and our differing opinions.
Yes,
but tonight, we're only going to talk about the academies, so we're just going to... Suddenly... Okay, so...
Don't you dare.
I will do it.
Don't you dare start singing that song.
Suddenly...
No, it's more like... Suddenly, I saw... Suddenly, you were there. Yeah, that's my Hugh Jackman impression.
That's beautiful.
It's awful.
It's great.
Really awful.
I think it's good.
Okay, well, let's go on.
All right, next one. Music. Original.
Oh, yes.
Before My Time from Chasing Ice. Didn't see that. That's awkward. Everybody Needs a Best Friend from Ted. Pi's Lullaby from Life of Pi. Skyfall from Skyfall. Suddenly from Les Miserables. I think we both agree on this one.
Definitely.
Skyfall. Adele did an amazing job. I wasn't attracted to her before, but after that song, I felt something here in my pants, and it rose a little bit, and it was awesome.
Indeed.
Just kidding. But moving on. Production.
My sister just went past.
Hello. I'm confused.
Let you guys know something about me. I am the biggest Francophile there is in the world. No, okay, not in the world, but in a 50-mile radius. I am the biggest Francophile. So I love anything that's about French. Anything.
Once assaulted a man.
Or I will try to love it.
No,
and
seriously, you did.
I did not like Les Miserables 2012. I did not like that adaptation at all. I thought that the...
must have sex with him.
No. Okay,